reeling from last night's Succession episode, the big bombshell reveal.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Waystar Royco is now whites only. I don't really know why they went that direction with the show. But
White Star only co.
White Star only.
See, okay, I had like a little bit of an issue, which is that if they were gonna do a plot line where they racially segregate Waystar Royco, I feel like they should have put it in a separate episode than Kendall unlocking his Sharingan for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you want to give that sort of moment its own emotional weight. And instead they just kind of go, segregation, boom, Sharingan, boom. And it's like, it's a little too much. You know, give us the room to breathe.
Of all the companies to segregate, it would be that one. I feel like that wouldn't have much of an impact on the way.
Yeah, it's pretty
the party
easy.
Goes there.
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the funniest scenes was the one where he's like, Tom is like trying to coax that guy into saying, well, you'd think the Holocaust is bad, right? And then he's like, and then they're shooting out. No, I was thinking about for next Sunday, just queuing up a bunch or scheduling a bunch of posts on Twitter that it's like a bunch of memes that I've made that about how Kendall Roy dies in a boat explosion.
I was so tempted to just tweet, oh my god, I can't believe they killed Logan Roy off screen. Because people would think I was joking.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that person that I was trying to look up something about Substack, but when you look up Substack, it just looks up newsletter for you now. And there's someone saying, well, I predicted this in my newsletter, and it was someone saying, like, I think Logan Roy should die in Succession. It's like, oh, wow, you really think that, huh?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
No, I remember that they explicitly said, like, I don't think it will happen. And
they're like,
screenshot of their post saying
evil
that,
people
we're like,
never
call
die.
it.
Called it. He's gonna die in Succession, and it's gonna be really dramatic, and we're not gonna expect it. Anyway, yeah, I don't even think that's a spoiler. I mean, I don't know why people I mean, I guess I get why people are shocked.
Did you just say I don't see how that's a spoiler? Because I think it's a pretty big spoiler, Charlie.
I mean, it was gonna happen.
Yeah, but knowing when and how is a pretty big deal.
It's like if you're watching JFK, it's like, oh, I don't know if he's going to survive this one. Is JFK 2 happening?
Literally confirmed he's going to die.
Watching 2 hours into show, man, yeah, but it gets better for them, right? They don't go. It doesn't get worse.
Yeah. But yeah, so
As I'm so tired to death.
Really? I guess.
Yeah. I'm not long for this podcast.
That's okay.
I'm gonna hibernate. Take a 3-4 month break, I think.
Yeah, because you're gonna crawl in the loser hole. That's what you're gonna do.
The hole you built for the hole I made you build.
Yeah, the hole you built.
It's my loser hole.
You because you're a loser.
No, you know why? You guys know why?
Yourself because you're a loser.
Wait, you built? No. In this future dystopian society we live in, there's a class of people who sleep in the holes called cool guys, and they have slaves called losers who dig the holes for them. And that's what I made you do. You're my slave.
Right now. You're doing revisionism right now.
You're doing not enough digging. Okay. Go back to my hole, bitch.
I went on the bodybuilder.
I don't have to make the hole nice because it's a hole for losers. Sorry,
anyway,
the hole by losers.
And I did want to. God damn it.
Sorry. If we get to this.
If you guys want to follow along with it,
not by losers.
Okay. If you guys want to follow along with this, you can always go to the Discord and go on the Show Links channel, which I hopefully made read only. But you can follow along. Click the links, and so that I don't have to make anything visual. I don't have to feel obligated for that.
So many of these titles are just miscellaneous, which I kind of like because it keeps me in suspense.
Those are 2, yeah. I think I sent one of them to the group chat. That I won't send it. Or I thought it would show the title when I sent the link, but it just showed up as miscellaneous. But one of them I sent to the group chat. I don't know if you read that. Was someone saying, I didn't know Lex Friedman was Jewish.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know
there were any clues.
Was Jewish.
Yeah. Lex Friedman is Jewish, and then the rest of the thread was extremely anti-Semitic.
Harvey Keitel is Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah. But this thread's in bodybuilding. It's in miscellaneous, and it simply says, "I ate dog meat when I was 7 years old. Serious. Got into a car accident as a kid, and both my arms were broken. My mom heard dog meats are good for bone healing, so she fed me dog meat. Told me it's beef. Fucking sloot's gonna sloot. No wonder my father divorced her ass."
Dog
Did
meat
he
is
say
good for
Sloot's
bone,
gonna
bro.
sloot?
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
there's despite how incredibly vulgar this forum is, they still have like they have like auto
They have like
censorship.
TikTok. They have like TikTok censors.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
When
know
they
that
say
he means
segs.
slut's gonna slut. I get that.
Yeah.
The thing
Yeah.
that I'm laughing about is that he's talking about being fed dog meat like
Yeah,
it's
I
a
know.
common stereotype for women.
Yeah, you know,
Like
dumb wit.
stand-up comedians in
No.
the 70s are going like,
Yeah.
you know, women be feeding you giraffe and calling you
Yeah.
saying it's lamb.
Yeah, woo! Yeah, no, that's Russia's
Once-
biggest stand-up comedian. That was one of Yakov Smirnov's first bits.
Once when I was in Germany, this Chinese guy shared his Chinese snacks
Alright,
with
well,
us.
make up which
Some sort of
country you're
spicy
talking
beef jerky. It was probably dog meat. Never trust a Chinese. I usually deny everything coming from Middle Easterners, Chinesers.
Alright, well, I would like to both condemn this man for his racism, but also condemn him on at least getting the stereotype right. Because
Yeah.
I think the first guy's gonna just respond to that with like, you know, Chinese be shopping.
Yeah. This guy's location is Turkey. Also, I remember going to a Russian market and when I was in Russia, and they just had a bunch of different. They had like horse jerky. I was like, I don't want to eat this.
I
I always loved-
that.
I always
Well-
loved how red horse meat looked when you saw it. Like raw horse meat. It's just fucking red as shit. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so appealing to me.
Yeah.
Like eating a big gummy. It's like eating a big Swedish fish.
Yeah. You guys ever have gummy dog?
Yeah,
They
it was
make it out of the tongue.
really.
Remember when Mitt Romney tied a gummy dog to his roof in the sun and it melted?
Well, but then Obama actually ate gummy dog
Yeah,
when he was a kid.
Obama licked the gummy dog off of Mitt Romney's roof.
Yeah,
Some
I'd
fucking
like to
worst
see
debate
Obama's
ever.
birth certificate to prove he's not from Candyland.
yeah.
I
I'd
think
like
he's
to
hiding
see-
something.
I'd like to see Obama's girth certificate.
Yeah.
When you see that cock.
I'm just gonna look up eating
You see that
bushmeat on the bodybuilding forums.
Eating bush meat.
Eating bushmeat.
Crikey, mate, you know the dingo's got higher protein per
That's
pound
not
than
what
any
bush.
other animal on the planet.
That's not what bushmeat is.
I was a
The
pussy.
dingo ate my poop.
Bushmeat is like chimp meat.
Chimp meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm not
So
going
search-
to attempt
search-
any accents.
Yeah.
Search
No.
long
You.
pig.
Chimps are indigenous.
Wait,
Wait, are chimps just indigenous to America? Because in that case, I feel pretty stupid. Where
No,
are
they're
Not
chimps
indigenous to America.
Chimps
Chimps are indigenous to
Okay,
trees
they're
and
from
jungles.
Africa. Yeah, alright.
and the zoos.
Yeah.
For some
Oh,
reason,
I looked
thought
it
they were
up.
in Asia. I don't know why. I guess that's just different.
Yeah. Well, you were going on a rant earlier. We can't. I had to cut it out of the
No.
episode.
No.
But that was too easy. I did find a thread that says I feel that eating dog is wrong, but why? And then
I mean, why don't
yeah,
we feel that way about other animals?
yeah.
Have you
I
guys
think
seen the
it's
South Park episode about whaling?
yes, I have.
It's really
Yeah.
cool. It's really cool how they how they end that episode with a weird like PETA point about how whaling is actually okay because we kill chickens and cows and stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely how it works. Chickens are really vital to the ecosystem.
I hate chicken. I would if I ever saw a chicken out in the wild, I would step on its head.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
They seem like the meanest farm animals by far.
They're assholes.
They're assholes.
It's crazy how they can just run around after their heads get cut off.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Every chicken has a tiny little necromancer that lives inside its nose.
Yeah.
That lives inside its neck that is dies a couple seconds after it does.
This
chicken
next
have niece?
what?
That's the plural. That's the plural of nose I just invented.
Oh,
Niece.
I thought you said do they have yeast?
You can put yeast on them. You can make some
Yeah.
good chicken.
Yeah. Ooh, good old nice yeasty chicken.
Ooh.
This next one's kind of more visual, but it's It's from someone in Denmark, and the title is just simply "Pizza box won't fit in fridge. What do I do?" And then it's just a pizza box sticking out of their fridge. So you guys can click on that if you want.
Least need to consult the internet for. This guy's got to get stuck on like early game Pokemon strike puzzles.
Yeah. People are calling him stupid. Somehow.
In many words. In as many words.
Yeah.
Doesn't he get why?
I might just need to download that image and post it.
Buy a bigger bridge. Buy a bigger bridge, you bitch.
Yeah. Which one do you want to read our first shower thought? The
we're
one
moving
about
to the shower.
Ass men, yeah.
There are ass men and boobs men, but we never hear about pussy men.
Until now.
Fellas, if I'm ranking my favorite sexual organs to stick my penis into, you know that the human vagina is going to be very high up on that list.
Pussy
human vagina is second only to boobs in fucking...
Yeah, in fuckability.
Yep.
Pussy men are like they're like the Bethesda game faction that appears halfway through the game. They're like the dragons in Skyrim, or like the Institute in Fallout.
Pussy man is what Griffin's parents called it growing up.
Yeah, because I was in that thing. I was fucking up in it.
Griffin,
you stop fucking. We gotta get ready for church.
Griffin, you're out on the town too much, and it's tearing this family apart.
Yeah, I'm not.
If
I'm missing dinner.
Yeah,
late to school.
You have to get that.
I'm late to the fucking second grade because I'm too busy getting pussy.
You have to get that grill removed.
Yeah, I gotta get that girl removed.
Yeah,
from my thing.
Yeah. Someone says there's also cockmen. Don't hear about them too often either. Which
Cockman.
Yeah. That's someone says not too often camel toe is showing. We all love pussy and we'll pretty much do anything to get it. I don't know why that sentence is so funny. But tits and ass are more available to eyesight, and I was always a boob guy. Then the best invention ever came out, Lululemon pants, and I quickly became an ass man. It's crazy that this guy knows how to use the internet, but he's like, you know what's the hottest thing ever is fucking yoga pants. That's the first time I saw a woman's butt, and I, hubba.
That was a very fun culture war thing people got mad about in 2013.
Yeah.
Everyone got mad at millennial women for wearing yoga pants.
Yeah, I still do, man. I yell at them. Yeah.
Chuck Norris wore yoga pants once. He still looked like a man.
And it was so hot. Griffin, do you want to read this is kind of out of...
That's disgusting.
This is all kind of out of order. I guess, I'll just read this one because it's quick. It was just from Ask Women, and it's someone asking, Women of Reddit, how dangerous are you?
Cool.
I just thought that was fun. Oh, wait, here's, someone says, my hands are registered lethal weapons. I can kill a man from 6 feet away with sheer willpower. Chuck Norris pales at the mention of my name. I once crushed every bone in Steven Seagal's hand with a handshake, which... I like this one because they're like when they're
impressive. Steven Seagal doesn't know.
Yeah. It's like their go-to tough guy is Steven Seagal, who's just notable for like meeting with Putin and sitting in a chair.
For being actually mentally disabled.
For learning the one martial art that just lets other people win.
Yeah.
Guys just fall over at you.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't say like fucking. They didn't say fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme or anyone like that. It's like fucking Steven Seagal, who I think was like by the time he was
Mr. lifts 1 million pounds, the strongest man in the world,
or Mr. Bean. I don't think I could ever defeat Mr. Bean. I could destroy Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean means so much
combat pretty easily.
Mr. Bean means so much to Indian men that want to be motivated.
That's true.
Is Mr. Bean like aspirational to other cultures?
He is.
Yeah,
he is.
He's like one of those guys that they put like quotes about like Like, it'll be like a picture of Mr. Bean frowning, and it'll be from an episode where he, like, steps in a hot puddle of, like, burning oil or something. But the caption will just be like, keep your circle small and never be betrayed.
Yeah, but your enemy's smaller.
Keep your Mr. Bean.
But a lot of it's just like Rowan Atkinson in Suits. I think that's who plays Mr. Bean, right?
Yeah,
that's
Rowan
Atkinson.
I very confidently said that. I was like, oh, that's like the wait a minute, that was one of the prime ministers, wasn't it? No.
Rowan Atkinson was not a prime minister.
Prime Minister Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
That would be sick. That's what Britain
he was trying to solve the infamous banana peel crisis of 1984.
But it's just like Rowan Atkinson, like next to one of his cars. It's like Mr. Bean in 1971 had $0 and no clothes. Now he has $100 million and 100 cars.
Yes. It's all of them are like pretend be clown, get rich, make other people dance.
Yeah, no, it's him and then like The Rock. The Rock makes sense, but then it's also just like Mr. Bean. Is that like cricket? Like it's a British thing that people in India are it's like the cultural I guess export that they very much still enjoy.
Non-American cultures are really big fans of making motivational icons out of people named after common nouns.
Yeah, there's did you guys there's like a I think there's someone did like a Twitter space with Rap TV. And they're like, how you doing? And then it was just a guy with the thickest Indian accent.
Oh my god, that's so
like not just like people were like, oh, this is just gonna be a white guy, but then it was just like it sounded like a guy that was actually in India. Like he's the guy that's like, Drake is looking stunning in his new selfies today.
Donald Trump sent to jail on 134 charges! Exclamation point!
Yeah, you know what's funny is there's that, and then Daily Loud is run by like two like white guys that are like right wing.
That's sick.
Yeah,
all those guys are vaguely right wing, you know.
Yeah, but they're like more so. Let me check for like if Rap TV has anything about like Muslims attack peaceful Hindu protesters. Prime Minister Modi needs to do something. Or it's like Prime Minister Modi's actions, need it or keep it.
Transgender shooter throws pronoun bombs at law enforcement.
Yeah. Should President Modi invade Pakistan? And they're like, wait, what?
What? Bro,
Griffin,
nothing.
Griffin, you want to read this?
One?
Drake is looking stunning today. Should Prime Minister Modi sanction the Bangladeshi regime?
NBA YoungBoy sounds off on the Buddha.
Yeah, Griffin, it's women that cuckold.
Oh, why'd you just call me that?
I see.
The name of
it's
the post.
a little kick in the butt.
r/ask women.
Yeah.
Women that cuckold or fantasize about it with partner. Is there more to it than the obvious? Is it misunderstood? What is the reality of this taboo topic? First of all, no sexual responses. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are other subreddits available for that sort of thing.
Hey, I've got a question about this sexual fetish. Please don't give me any sexual responses.
Yeah.
I want a very clinical response to the ins and outs of cucking.
Yeah,
I would like to underline that mods will delete any that go that way.
Oh,
the question
this person's in contact with the mods.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking tattletale.
Yeah.
The question is to those that have either experienced cuckolding or much more likely have fantasized about it with a partner. What do you get from cuckolding? If the answer is purely sexual, then simply say sex. If there is more to it, then please elaborate so that we can understand.
If the answer is sexual, please just say sex, but no sexual answers.
What a thorough question.
I like to read this as women that are into cuckolding is like the women are the ones that are getting cucked, so they're just like in the corner watching their husband fuck. They're just watching their husband fuck another woman. It's like that's their fetish. It's just it's not even their fetish. It's just like, honey, I want you to try this. This is like my kink. Yeah. I want you to just sit in the corner.
And I'm gonna try the Siobhan Roy pivot where you get caught cheating, and then you're like, I have a fetish, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think it seems like that's how like a lot of open relationships end. Is like one of them is like, the guy's like, I'm gonna get so much pussy, and they're like, wait, what? Wait, hold on. What are you doing?
It turns out women can tell when I'm entirely emotionally unavailable.
It turns out women like to have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jury's still out on that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, someone says, I am a cuck queen. There's much I love about this. Much is watching him. I also love taking him back. I believe it is tempting fate, pushing boundaries. What does she mean I love watching? Cause, like,
and then OP replies, cuck queens are very rare, I believe. Does it bring you closer together emotionally in your relationship? Then that person replies simply, yes.
Oh, cuck queens are what I was describing earlier.
Cuck queens.
That's such a funny relationship.
That's like an Andrew Tate term that was like crossed off a whiteboard.
Just like, yeah.
I may be dumb, but honey, I ain't naive. I couldn't even answer.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I may be dumb, but honey, you're fucking Steve. There we go.
I enjoy the fantasy. We wouldn't do it in real life because my husband is lower libido than me. In real life, if I'm turned on by sex in general, I enjoy the fantasy, and then they're just like, or did they just like install a Skyrim sex mod or something? And then one of them, you get in the cuck chair in like the same way that a Skyrim character sits down. Like
slowly
the camera
clipping through it.
Yeah, the camera pans out.
Dude, my girlfriend started clipping through another man's penis.
Yeah, you're in the hotel.
In and out.
You're in the hotel room. You're just like eating a piece of bread, putting it in your pocket, and then taking it back out and eating it again.
Need something?
Need something? What's going on? And then you just get it's like, I heard there's someone that wants to fuck your wife, and then you get like a little pop-up that says, find someone that wants to fuck your wife.
He's still in the bottom of a cave.
Yeah. Yeah, travel into Bleak Falls Barrow to find the person that wants to fuck your wife.
He's like in a crypt.
Yeah.
He punches through it, doesn't even fight you. Just like, take me to
yeah. Cut me down from here.
You've got to do an escort mission for this guy to fuck your wife.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it turns out he tries to double cross you and then have you fuck your own wife, but then the frostbite spider kills him.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got to do a quick time event, but the more you succeed, the more you just stay there watching.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read this one. I've more than this, but I'm gonna read this one. This is from the Conjugal Visit, and it says the irony of power is the more you want, the less you'll have. And then
God, that's so ironic.
That's what irony Twitter's all about.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I'm overpowered by the irony of power right now. Which, if you think about it, is ironic in itself.
Oh wait, someone just says Hitler has entered the discussion. I'm just gonna reply to this guy.
That's terrifying.
I'm just gonna reply to this guy, fucking Jew. What? You said Hitler entered the discussion.
Hi Hitler.
Hi Hitler.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah. I don't know why he's in all these discussions. The Conjugal Visit replies, and we saw how that worked out. To lead is to serve. This asshole never served anyone but himself. Do you forgive him? I think so.
Someone says, this is very true. I am happy with my life because I don't have a lot of want. And that comment has 4 downvotes, and the user is deleted.
Yeah. they got run out of here.
The whole fucking thing.
Like, you happy piece of shit.
I want to see what Conjugal Visit's up to.
Probably getting
fucked with Hitler. They posted an r/Christianity and philosophy. He just posted an r/Christianity. Amen, I say to you, in times of trouble, seek your Lord, seek Jesus, seek God, and seek each other.
Yeah. Jesus just clips off the cross and goes,
yeah,
need something?
That is, yeah, just posting on r/Christianity is like Bethesda NPC behavior. Amen, I say to you, in times of trouble, seek your Lord, seek Jesus, seek God, and seek each other.
r/Christianity seems like a place for people who didn't know what Reddit is, but wanted a place to talk to other Christians. And so they genuinely don't know that there are other subreddits. It's just like, these are where my online Christian friends live.
Just like a quest pops up, find Jesus, seek Jesus. He also posted on r/Christianity, I pray for the devil, the fallen angel, and Judas, a man that couldn't figure himself out. So I guess he's doing like, I pray for everyone, no matter, or I forgive everyone. I
wonder what's controversial in r/Christianity.
Yeah.
I don't know. The top one is about the so-called trans pedophilia agenda.
Can we stop trans people from participating in our pedophilia agenda?
Yeah. What the fuck are these gender weirdos doing? It's supposed to be us fucking all.
New rule.
I posted this in another group. I thought the references might be useful here. Not that they're hard to find. The trans movement has nothing to do with pedophilia or an agenda to allow adults to have sex with minors. On the flip side, look to Christian conservative lawmakers to find out who has a pro-pedophilia agenda. Again, I found this incontroversial.
Yeah.
So this guy was taken to task for this.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, I would say that, like, Reddit Christians would be, like, pretty bad, but I also feel like, if you're just gonna be, like, really, if you're just gonna be, like, a real piece of shit about it, there's, like, other subreddits for that.
You know what? These guys are actually supporting him. I checked I checked the comments. They are. They're in favor. They're like, those guys are pedophiles.
These seem like, I don't know, like Unitarian types, which people make fun of Unitarians, but at least they don't like try to kill people. They just like are kind of annoying sometimes.
Why Christians sugarcoat Bible when it clearly condemns homosexuality?
I like this one from the Conjugal Visit on his. This is another thing that just sounds like Skyrim dialogue, or this sounds like when you're like fighting a bandit. Archangel Michael and God have me. I fear not of man and his ways. And then you're just repeating that over and over as you launch fireballs at him. So yeah, I think Gus, what's one that you want to read? I want Griffin to read the No Stupid Questions one, but Gus,
oh my god,
it's your turn.
Does anyone else count their partner's orgasms during sex? The last few partners I've had were multi-orgasmic. That's Jesus Christ.
Bragging.
Let me know right before they climax. I'm a bit OCD, so I tend to keep track of how many they have. My current partner thinks it's a little weird. Does anyone else do this? So is this like...
Yeah, I got
just for one session, because that's a very easy. Like, you don't need to count to remember like 2.
I'm a bit OCD. On clits are delicious because I've eaten that pussy for hours.
I have sex with men, so I don't need to count 1. Just like, I basically count my partner's orgasm.
Yeah. My multi-orgasmic partner actually comes 20 to 30 times for every climax.
Yeah,
so I'm making little tally marks on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just the brag that you can make like a woman come like 12 times is like, I don't know. That's always so funny to me. It's like I
can make a woman pee 2 times.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I don't know. I think I forgot if I got followed by Movie Bob out of nowhere. He didn't even like one of my posts. I just
let's go.
My first thought.
I'm not joking.
We need to.
I want Movie Bob on.
Dude, now that I'm friends with Movie Bob, we're doing a charity event where we're seeing who can eat pussy for longer. It's gonna last 8 hours. It's gonna be on. It's like a Comic-Con panel. We're gonna go until one of us taps out. We're raising money for charity.
We're gonna have Movie Bob on, and we're gonna expect to make fun of him, and then me and him are just gonna talk about Boston for an hour, and that's gonna. I think Movie Bob and Gus discuss our favorite places in Boston.
People used to make fun of Movie Bob, but I don't think I really. I don't think I can. He's probably like more. He's probably like a lot cooler than like people people that I
Movie
don't...
Bob is actually
Yeah, he's probably the best
Movie
guy.
Bob
No,
Charles,
then people, oh god,
yeah, Movie Bob's probably actually really cool. So.
I think he made this post actually. No, then like fucking other people of his ilk that we just don't notice because they're not quite as eccentric as Movie Bob.
I do have a post I think Movie Bob made.
Oh, okay.
In No Stupid Questions. Was Pepsi Cola Florida named after the drink? I've heard Pepsi Cola mentioned in multiple American real-life cop shows, not drama, so I know it's a real place. It seems like a strange name, but Americans do seem to love fizzy drinks, so I don't think it's impossible that they would name a town after Pepsi.
Pepsi Cola Florida.
Pepsi Cola Florida.
I think this person is suspended also, so
they killed themselves.
And all the comments are it's Pensacola.
Yeah, everyone's correcting him. What? No one's playing along. Even
no one's playing along. I'm glad this person's suspended, so we can't know if it's a joke.
Dead.
Is Tampon Bay named after the things you put in your pussy?
Is that one?
Seems like a weird place.
Oh yeah.
Name a place in Florida after.
What is in Pensacola? Is that like a resort?
I have no idea.
Oh fuck.
No.
You need to know about every place there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes on in Pensacola. It might be a beach place, but it also might just be like a shitty place in northern Florida where nothing happens.
Yeah. I can't get away with that here. I have to know about every big town in Minnesota, which is 4 of them, and I have to know one fact about each of them, which I think I could do.
You can answer the riddle of the frost troll who guards every entrance.
Yeah, he guards the entrance to the very big state fair. He says, "What is one thing people from Rochester do?"
Tell me you're from Detroit without telling me you're from Detroit.
Yeah. Who you got? Freshman class.
Which wide receiver finna break out in 2023?
Who is next out of Atlanta? Who is next out of Atlanta but not hot right now? It's the day. It's the length of a day. Here's one from Shower Thoughts. Poison has no expiry date. And which
that's really funny.
People are pointing out, no, that's not true. Poison can expire.
When poison expires, does it taste really good?
No, people are pointing out.
Is that what happens? Like, it doesn't kill people anymore. It's just like
no, it just makes you throw up after you assassinate Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Bleh!
That's what.
Hey guys, welcome to Bleh!
That's what happened to one of the I think.
That's one of my favorite historical facts. The Tom and Jerry Franz Ferdinand assassin.
Yeah,
who tried to escape by jumping into a river, found it was too shallow, broke both of his legs when he landed, tried to eat a cyanide pill to kill himself, found out the cyanide expired, and so he just sat in a creek with broken legs, throwing up on himself before he got arrested by the Austrian police.
That's like such a fucking 14-year-old thing to do. So I don't fucking care, man. I'm gonna jump in this fucking river.
It's like if Lee Harvey Oswald had tried to 360 no-scope JFK and just fell out of the library and died.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Gavrilo Princip really was like an emo teenager because he didn't get to kill him the first time. He's like, fuck this, man. I'm gonna go eat a fucking sandwich. I fucking hate Austria so much. Yeah. And then he drove by that sandwich shop and then he killed him. And then I think he survived till the end of the war. And then someone at the end of it would just came into his his cell was just like, oh, fuck you, and then killed him.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
Is he considered a hero?
I don't know. I
feel like he was.
Probably. World War I wasn't great for. I guess it was better. It could have gone worse for Serbia. Anyway.
Or is he one of the controversial ones? Where George Washington here, some people are like him, and then other people are he was a slave owner, he was a piece of shit. Oh, he did die after after the end of World War I, but it wasn't for being assassinated. He just got tuberculosis.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was something really stupid. I remember.
Yeah.
Griffin, you want to?
He shot the Crown Prince of Austria. He's like, surely I will not die from disease that make me shit myself to death. I was this close to doing a French accent for a certain time, and then I caught myself.
Griffin, do you want to read the one that you just sent?
Yeah. From user Paul is on Reddit.
I want to kill your Archduke.
Yeah. Celebrities and influencers need us, comma, more than we need them. That's a real fucking shower thought.
That's not true. I need influencers.
But they need us more. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna be the one that breaks ranks to find out. Like, you know, you want me to put my neck out there for that?
That's what the assassins of Franz Ferdinand did. So. Yep,
they had big old necks. I like this one. I just found this one in Does Anybody Else? It just says, does anyone else think fat people are extremely cute? Every time I see a fat person, I think they are so insanely cute. I get really happy just to think about how I want to feel their squishiness. Not in a sexual way, but more in the same way you feel about a cute, cuddly animal. Does anyone else feel this way? Just watching the whale and being like, oh
my god, he's so small.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so small. I just want to smush him.
Saying, what a chonker to my waiter.
Yeah, just grabbing Brendan Fraser's cheeks and like pushing them together to make a kissy face. You're like, who's an English professor?
Yeah, talking really condescendingly to an offensive lineman and just getting shrugged.
Yeah. Someone says, yes, I think fat and chubby women are cute for the most part, but there's a point where it isn't for me, and I think that it's a bit higher for me than what most people would consider fat. This guy's just like, once you're past 140 pounds, then
that's a pretty low bar. Some people are tall enough that they're
140.
Yeah. He didn't say that. I was joking. He didn't say 140 pounds is too fat. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are guys that think that. Someone says no. Fat people are maybe
every person in 2003.
Oh yeah, dude, the hottest woman in 2003, 90 pounds, fucking just looks like she just got done with the Baton Death March.
If
She's
you
6'7".
In 2003, they would take a paparazzi photo of you and put you on "Is She Too Fat" magazine.
Yeah, they would Princess Diana you if you had like any sort of like muscle in your butt. You know, you had to be just rail thin. You had to be like the same. You had to be like the height of like an NBA center, and then you had to have triple G tits, and that was the hottest woman.
And if you had all of those things, you got to be in a Carl's Jr. ad where they put those on your boobs.
Where they threw pickles and onions at you until you.
And now I can't even. Yeah. And now I can't even play women's ribs like xylophones anymore.
I fucking hated all those body standards about women when I was 3 back in 2003. But I couldn't say anything because I was a 3-year-old.
Yeah, did I tell you guys that back in, I guess it must have been more around like 2004, but I was at Target with my mom and I wanted to get camo underwear. She said, we can't get that because we oppose the Iraq War. I said, oh. And then I would see kids with camo stuff on in like.
You were like, Mom, I want to buy stock for my birthday. Can you buy stock in Raytheon for me?
Yeah. I would see people like wearing like a camo shirt or something, you know, like when I was 7, I was like fucking piece of shit neocon fascist. fucking awful.
Arms dealer piece of shit.
Bush cocksucker. Yeah, but that's sort of how I got politically awakened. And then the other story about my understanding of Iraq wars as a kid was when I asked my dad around the time I was 12 why he didn't sign up for Desert Storm because it was such an easy war, and he like he wouldn't have died.
He would have won easily.
He would have won easily. He would have gotten he would have gotten like benefits and stuff. It was such an easy war that like 200 people died. Like you could have been in and out, and then you would have got. I didn't even think I like thought of it as like a military benefits. I was like,
so funny.
I was like, people would think that you're cool, Dad, but you didn't do it. Why didn't you do it? It was so easy.
That's the funniest like autistic 11-year-old opinion.
Yeah.
Is why didn't your dad enter the war if it was an easy one?
Yeah. Come on, Dad. I think he did tell me that he had friends. He had a friend in Desert Storm whose job was literally stocking a soda machine. So,
That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was right in that respect. Like, I think I was wrong in that you have to do like a minimum of like 2 or 4 years with the army, which would have sucked and like thrown up his life. But I wasn't wrong about that being a really easy war.
By the time he gets through basic training, the war's already over.
Yeah, and then
like this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like America's going to be any other wars for the next 10
Dude,
years.
How fun would that? How fun would that be? You're out of college and you're like, what am I going to do? You don't know that it's like the war's happening. So like, I guess I'll just sign up. And then you get to just like have fun with your boys, driving a tank around. That's like all you have to do. And then like maybe
I understand that America won overwhelmingly. I'm not sure I'd describe Operation Desert Storm as fun.
The Most Controversial Podcast recognizes and condemns the war crimes of the Gulf War, such as the Highway of Death. Thank you.
Because like the thing you're forgetting,
you want the glory of blood and battle. No, obviously.
And so they hadn't invented Pokemon yet.
Oh yeah,
when they were fighting in Iraq, you could just open up your Game Boy Advance and you could start playing Pokemon Sapphire. But none of the soldiers in Operation Desert Storm had access to that kind of technology. And that's why most military historians agree that the war in Iraq and Afghanistan was hundreds of times as fun as Operation Desert Storm.
That's what
because soldiers could get together and trade Haunter and have it evolve into Gengar.
Gulf War syndrome.
And that wasn't possible in Operation Desert Storm.
Gulf War syndrome is the psychological effects of being bored because your Game Boy didn't have any good games yet. No, I do remember it would. First of all, Desert Storm probably would not have been fun. You would have just driven around. And then
stands for Pokemon. That's surely not invented.
No, but I do remember watching like a documentary about the Gulf War, also when I was 11, and they got some guy on. He was like, and I looked over the next tank, and my buddy's head was blown clean off. And I remember like verbally being like, "You don't get to complain about that. You're a fucking bitch, dude." Yeah. It's like he's like the only one that died, and you're making a big fucking deal out of it like a pussy. You got to kill like 200 dudes. And now you're complaining.
Yeah. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is killing that guy's best friend.
Yeah. What was the other shower thought that I sent? Gus.
I had a shower thought today.
What was it?
What, that you were gay?
No, it was that the water was too hot.
Bruh.
I don't know why that one got me. Do you want to read
I had a shower thought today.
What was it?
I need to put the shampoo bottle up my butt and jerk on my wiener until I make sticky wee wee.
I had a shower thought today. Do my roommates know I jerk off in here?
Yeah.
My shower thought was I wasn't having any thoughts. I was completely vibing out in the shower.
If you had given me a brain scan while I was in the shower, it would come back.
It would be so funny. That would be so funny if our shower thoughts was all. No, that would not be funny.
Yeah, you're right. You don't shower because I would have showers in the loser hole.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Funny callback to the really funny joke you made earlier.
Griffin, you seem a little bitter today.
Gus, I really want you to read the Pete Davidson one.
I'm really tired today. Anyway, I was just saying I thought it would be really funny if you opened our shower thoughts.
Charlie, the one you just said. That was fucking killing me.
If you opened our shower thoughts and it was all people just going like, "Oh fuck, I gotta brush my teeth after this." I hate brushing my hair.
I don't want to fucking go to work.
I put the washcloth's still on the ground. I gotta pick up the washcloth.
I have
Pete
shampoo
Davidson's
in my...
dad is far more famous for having a fucko son than he ever was for being a hero.
A hero. Everyone who died in 9/11 was a hero. And I do mean everyone.
That's such a fucking, like, that's such like an early, like Bush administration conservative idea. It's like, why the hell do we know who Miley Cyrus was and not everyone that died saving people in the towers?
Pete Davidson's dad is far more famous for having a fucko son.
Fucko
It's so
son.
fucking... The phrase fucko.
Yeah.
My fucko son.
Not
That's
even
like
fuck
how
up.
like a 6-year-old who overheard a curse on TV.
My
Yeah.
fucko son.
Ooh, yeah, what happens if I just look up fucko on Reddit?
Fucko pop.
Yeah, fucko pops.
My fucko pop ass son.
Oh yeah. That's what it's saying.
Somebody says, "Who's his father?" Edit. Seems he was a firefighter who died in 9/11. And somebody just replies, "Yeah."
Yeah, everyone should remember every firefighter. That's like the same sentiment as like, I bet if the Army football team went against the Patriots, they'd win.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh
they, like,
shit, dude! Staff Sergeant Johnson has no fucking idea how to play
Yeah.
zone. It's 45-3.
don't they do that sometimes? Like the Army football team like plays against an NFL team and just gets washed.
No, I don't
No.
think that ever happened.
Okay,
No, what the
I
fuck?
I
feel
don't
like
think they ever let.
I
they
thought
ever-
that
There's a
happened
college
once.
called Army and there's a college called Navy.
I know
and those
that.
colleges have football teams.
Yes, I know that. I thought that for whatever reason I
You
thought I remembered.
the U.S. Marine
No,
Corps
I
was
did
just
not
doing
think that.
exhibition games against the Tennessee Titans.
No, I did not
Generally-
think that. I did not think that. I thought they did it one
It
time.
seems like exactly what you just
No,
described.
it's not what I thought about, asshole.
What am
Generally,
I
I
missing here?
think. Generally, I think NFL teams mostly play other NFL teams.
Yes,
And
I
that's
thought
about it.
I thought it happened like one time and then they never did it again. But I could have been wrong. Anyway, yes, I know that they are not part of the NFL. That's why I made a joke about it being a dumb thing that conservatives think. I'm getting evil vibes from you, Gus. Griffin, can you talk about evil vibes from the thing I just sent?
I opened. Hold up.
Yeah.
I accidentally opened r/Israel knives. Some other. Does anyone else get an evil vibe from LeBron James? Like, I get the feelings he's done some diabolical shit.
Rap TV. LeBron James has apparently done some diabolical shit.
He's like the only person who has managed to come off like a reasonable moral human being while being that rich.
Yeah.
Nah, he's fucking evil.
Yeah.
The worst thing he does is sometimes he'll just go and like, "Man, when I was 4 years old, I strangled a rattlesnake in my crib."
Yeah.
He just makes up Greek myths about himself.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh yeah, the Augean stables, I had to clean those when I
Yeah.
was sent to the 12 labors."
Yeah. LeBron James was clean the
when I
Angians.
looked behind at my wife when I was climbing out of the underworld, biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah. A lot of fans are saying that LeBron has only cleaned Mickey Mouse stables because he did it while redirecting a river. So now they're making him. So now the NBA is making him take on another trial.
I'm
Yeah.
photoshopping his head over Mickey Mouse Clubhouse promo shots.
Yeah.
Because he needed a mirror to beat Medusa.
Yeah. Are there people that are just like, I mean, I guess there probably are, but people that are like just really big LeBron James fans? I mean, I know there are, but like, I guess that's like kind of a hard position to have.
What do you mean? No, he's.
I mean-
He's one of the best basketball players.
I
of all
meant
time.
hard to have, like, in a way that's like interesting on social media. Like,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. No, that's true.
yeah, that's what I meant.
There's no. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Because I do see people like occasionally like go really hard trash talking LeBron James. I don't follow basketball.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Every time it
Well,
happens.
yeah. Well, I see people who says like it's like I mean I don't know much about basketball, but he is like still pretty good. I think like I don't think you guys should be saying all that about him.
He is in fact still pretty good. That is true.
Yeah.
He is pretty good.
Did you guys see the fuck, who was it? The Rudy Gay thing that I sent you guys?
Oh yeah,
His
the
cameo. His one
Yes.
cameo that got 1 star that's just like, hey y'all, it's Rudy Gay here on Cameo. Excited to do content for y'all, and he had a single 1-star review because I think he sent that video to someone after they paid him like $500.
Hey, it's Rudy Gay. Charlie? Did you see Rudy Gobert punched his teammate in the shoulder during a game?
I didn't see that. That's awesome.
And they sent him home. They just sent him home.
Like a fucking 12-year-old.
Like fucking Richardson just say like basically the same level of mean that Gobert said to him first.
Rudy,
He was like, your mom is so old, she saw the dinosaurs, and the other guy was like, your mom is so old, she was the meteor that killed him. And then Gobert is just like, you fucking piece of shit.
He was
Rudy Gobert started COVID in the NBA, right?
Yeah, basically.
That's
what China started COVID in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's when I think that's when I knew that like COVID was starting. I just remember like a 2-hour period of just being glued to my phone. It's like, oh, the NBA's was canceled, and like everything. Yeah, the NBA got cancer. Kind of.
Because Rudy Gobert was rubbing tumors on all the microphones.
Yeah. Oh no, Rudy Gobert has a bunch of tumors from COVID. And it's making him act out. Rudy Gobert's growing horns like in Metal Gear Solid 5. The more people he punches. What do people have to say about LeBron's evil vibe? 9 comments. So it says, if you think about it, he tried to get mad hard. He tried mad hard to get.
He tried to get mad.
He tried to get mad.
Yeah.
That is evil.
LeBron is
James
pitching a tent in the play-in.
I was about to say, yeah. LeBron's pitching a tent on the field. You didn't believe it.
Stroking that shit on the court.
What, Charlie?
On the court. On the
basketball court.
Okay. You know, I don't watch basketball. You can forgive me for...
I understand that, but you realize a field is going to stop the ball from bouncing. Like, it's pretty instrumental to have.
A field is outside. I mean,
no, it wasn't. I could bounce a basketball on the field. I'm that good at basketball. Yeah. Someone says I think he's a cornball, but I don't think he's evil. I don't even know what cornball just means like kind of dumb, right? I mean, or like corny. I don't know.
Yeah. It's literally just like very earnest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
you guys remember when I united the Japanese warring states in 1500s?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I do. I think there's like a story a few days ago that someone was like, breaking news, it turns out LeBron's school isn't a total mess and money laundering operation.
Yeah.
It's like, we have news coming out of Ohio. LeBron James stuns the world by having a charity that's not just a total failure and a way to launder money. And then that's, I like I want to know more about Kanye's school. I like that all the headlines are like the kids can only eat sushi, but then like it's like, oh yeah, also they don't have paper and like the power's out. It's like, I think that's worse than eating sushi. Do
you guys want to go to the school of the guy whose first album was called The College Dropout?
Yeah. But yeah. We're getting on Bill Maher later. Yeah. New rule: if you make an album called The College Dropout, then you can't make a school. And
new
also, and then
I'm fucking new rule. Little ass.
Yeah, new rule for Kanye West, and then just a 30-second beep.
New rule: I'm so afraid.
I'm a gold digger.
I'm very afraid.
There it is.
I'm a house digger.
We're gonna need to make sure that one's pretty. I hope the clarity on that audio is good enough. He said gold digger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, something I couldn't really make it into a joke that worked, but something I think about a lot is just someone bringing up Donkey Kong Country on Bill Maher's show, and then him just looking at the camera, and then it just cutting to black. The producers are just like, no, they just shoot the cameras. They have snipers positioned to kill the cameras physically before Bill Maher can make a joke about which country is the Donkey Kong country.
Or which president
comes from. All right, I went on r/vampire.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna read this one.
Have we not been going an hour? I don't know. I don't see the time.
I
We've been
think
going
we've been
about an hour.
about an hour, but I wanted to finish this one because it's an important announcement. The world is lucky I am not a vampire. Oh yeah, we haven't been going an hour. That's all they said. The world is lucky I'm not a vampire.
That's true for me as well.
Yeah.
They
could turn me into a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm so susceptible. I love inviting people inside my house.
Yeah. The world is lucky I'm not a vampire because I am also a werewolf. So
the world is lucky.
Really bad.
The world's
lucky
that I don't.
Vampires die if they touch garlic, or are they just allergic?
I think they don't like.
If I threw some garlic at a vampire, it's just gonna be like, oh, dude, I'm gonna break out in hives. What the fuck?
I think bro. They telling you to touch garlic on vampires.
Vampires react to garlic the way I think most people would if you just. Or I guess that's how I. Like the way if you got fucking garlic extract or whatever.
Wait, can I read some of the comments?
Yes, please.
OP replies to his own post saying,
No, that's not a reply. That's a reply to a comment. Let me read that, actually. If I was a vampire, I'd use my immortality to cure cancer, force politicians to do their jobs properly, and play future video games. Will cars fly? I'm gonna find out. Little kids have cancer? Boom, now they are immortal. Keep them out of the sun. Is the governor being paid lobbyist money to ignore toxic fumes poisoning lower income neighborhoods? Not anymore. I ate his wife.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't really stop him. And then OP responds to them, I would sit as judge, jury, and executioner. Piss me off? Dead. Rude to people? Dead. Hurt animals for pleasure? Dead. I would be unstoppable. Someone figure out what I am. Guess what? Dead. I am not sure it ever ends. I might even gain pleasure from it. And then the vampire Alessandro replies, you are so clueless, it is almost amusing.
Which is a vampire thing to say.
Dude, you're getting schooled on vampire capabilities right now.
You're fucking schooling me on vampire Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, they're driving a stake through your heart on vampire Twitter. Yeah, what are the other comments? I like that he says just rude to people. That's divine justice. Oh, those are the only comments. What's the vampire Alessandro up to? Oh, he has an Instagram.
The vampire Alessandro.
This page isn't available. Okay, he has a YouTube then. Oh yeah, no, that's a very vampire themed YouTube channel. He's subscribed to a bunch of vampires. He's subscribed to VampireWorld.com, Ordo Dracul Official, Houston Vampire Court.
Houston.
Dude, that's my favorite show is Houston Vampire Court. What's going on the Houston Vampire Court channel? Oh wow, there are videos.
Yeah. One of Houston Vampire code switching is when you swap between a Southern accent and a Transylvanian accent.
Yeah. Oh, someone.
Hey, how come I'm talking like this around some of my friends, but like this around some of my other friends?
Dude, vampires on the Breakfast Club.
Why do I keep mixing up French and Russian?
Yeah, that's Romania is French and Russian mixed together.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
I think it's Poland and Hitler land put together. Can I read this one?
Yes, whatever it is. Yes.
Yo, can vampires have kids? I'm thinking I've never seen a vampire have kids. Plus, in games, I see that vampires have negative fertility. What game?
Vampire fertility simulator. I don't know what games, honestly.
I
hit the secret text box in Mario that tells you that vampires have negative fertility.
Someone says, actually, throughout all of the myths and legends, they could procreate in a number of ways. One of those being actually through sex.
Whoa.
then another comment just says, no, they dead.
Nah, they dead.
Yeah. And that's from Crusader Ramen, which, I mean, if Crusaders are going around asking questions about vampires, I'm thinking that he's using this for nefarious purposes against the vampire community. Oh, we also posted an r/Islam. Good ways to learn about Islam. But it's been removed by the moderators of r/Islam.
Oh, is being a vampire haram?
No, I don't know. You guys finish up the podcast. My nose started bleeding.
We're already over an hour. We don't have to finish shit.
Okay.
The podcast went over an hour and Charlie's nose started bleeding. That's how you know this is the fucking real deal.
We're just all fucked today. Griffin and I are like 5 minutes from just passing out, and Charlie's having nosebleeds mid-episode.
You said we're over an hour?
I thought we were. I guess not.
Okay, that sounds good. Charlie said we were supposed to thank a $10 patron, but he has the name and he has the nosebleed. But that guy knows who he is, so shout out to that guy. Everyone else, subscribe to the Patreon.
We're gonna go to bed now.
Let's fucking. I'm so tired.
I'm so tired, man.
Bye, Charlie.
Goodbye.